Hello there, Jonathan. Today is Thursday, May 14th, 2015, and today's episode of the Wade Brothers is brought to you by Fox News. As you can see with my shirt here, I support whatever Fox News tells me to. Now, I think that you know that I probably don't agree with that statement, but last week I accidentally uploaded my video to the wrong channel, and you know what that means is I get a punishment. So we decided that I get to wear this shirt for my next 3 videos and get to talk about it in at least part of them. So while you get to stare at my wonderful shirt, today I actually want to talk about hobbies. So lately, I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos that Kayla and I have decided to run a 10K. And part of that involves training. And during some of that training, usually when Kayla's not around, I've been listening to an audiobook that's called The Power of Habit. The book, as you might guess, is all about habit formation and how we stick to habits. And interestingly, there's a lot of unsurprising points within it about how you form them and how to keep up with them once you form them and why most people usually fail. There's lots of examples throughout the book, but what one thing seems to be clear is that humans are absolutely creatures of habit, and we're really bad at breaking them. So the best way to change a habit is actually to replace an existing one with a different response. For example, the book gives smoking. So if you want to quit smoking, what you have to do is replace the cue or the addiction or the desire for tobacco with something else. So say, for example, you feel like you have to smoke. That's what's called your cue. Your response to that is to go outside and smoke a cigarette, and then you have your reward. So it's cue, habit, reward. Your reward is the nicotine buzz that you feel from smoking the cigarette. If you want to stop smoking, then one thing that you can do is whenever you have that cue, you could go and say, go for a walk, or go talk to some coworkers, or maybe do like 10 push-ups in your office or something like that. Something to get your blood flowing to hopefully stave off that desire to go after nicotine. And that's not to say that this would be easy. Obviously, if quitting smoking was easy, a lot more people would have quit by now, but that certainly isn't the case. But you have to realize that our brains are wired to follow a similar routine over and over again. And so in order to change your habits, you have to shift how you respond to the same cues. Alternatively, another example you could think of is every time you walk past the kitchen, if you want, excuse me, if that triggers you to want to eat something sweet. Well, if you lock up all of your sweets, then it will take you extra time in order to go get them. So if you have easy access to a healthy alternative, like you have cut up celery or maybe something less undesirable, like, I don't know, slices of orange or maybe some guacamole or something healthier, probably a fruit or vegetable that you could have that's easier to get to than your candy would be. Now, of course, you could go and break a lock open or fight through it or what have you, but I still think that having a barrier between you and the unhealthy food would help you create a habit to avoid that bad snacking. There's a whole lot of other things that came from this book, and I really learned a lot from it. So if you're interested in forming new habits, like if you want to, like you talked about this past video games, if you wanted to learn how to code better, then you could use the habits to practice coding that maybe come from this book. So I downloaded it on Audible. I think I can share audiobooks with you. So I hope you enjoyed that, and remember, I support whatever Fox News says. So with that, I'll see you Monday.